am going to be going on a trip. All right, well, didn't film a whole lot this weekend, just mostly because Sunday was Easter, and Sundays are normally the days where I actually do my footage, or I start my vlogs on Sundays. I am going to be going on a trip, actually a women's retreat this weekend, and I'm really excited about it because I'm going to be bringing my new camera with me, and I am excited to film some stuff. I did all of my posts for this week and next week, and I have to tell you, I'm pretty excited about the content that's going to be coming out, and I'm really curious to see how that all plays out. I'm doing something new. Actually, I'm doing a lot of things new. I feel like I'm doing a lot of things new with this channel because I'm a part-time artist, right? Hi, if you're new here, I'm Shelly. I'm a part-time artist. I do this only part-time. I still have a full-time job. I have my art business, and I have a busy family. So I'm trying to find balance, and eventually I want to do this full-time, but reality, I'm not sure if that's ever going to happen. But my main goal is for this to pay for itself. That means it pays for all my art supplies, it pays for my taxes, it pays for everything else that I want to do. That is my goal. But we are in really difficult times right now, and it's kind of really hard to be an artist because a lot of people are struggling just to put food on the table, so they don't really have the luxury of buying art, which is also another reason why I've kind of changed things on how I do things like this. This is an acorn bag charm, and it's painted. I made it. And they're not going to be ridiculously expensive. I'm not sure how much they're going to be, to tell you the truth, but I guess it really depends on what you deem expensive or not. But I want to be authentic and understanding and provide other options for people who do like my work but can't afford to slap down more than $100 on an original painting. I get it. I totally understand that. And so I'm trying to work with the times. It has been a busy week already. It is Wednesday, and I'm leaving for a trip on Friday. I am planning on bringing stuff to do. I'm probably gonna bring my tablet. I might just spend the weekend and just do, because let's be honest, I'm the first one up. No matter where, all my friends are gonna be still sleeping and I will be up. I might take that time to spend more time journaling. I am just so grateful that I have the ability to do what I'm doing and to create what I can create. And I do these vlogs to connect with you guys and to also document my journey. Because art is not just about selling stuff, but it's actually connecting with someone with your art, and that someone wants it, and that's just an amazing thing, and it's such a gift to be able to share that with all. And I'm fully aware my views are down on TikTok, on Instagram, and all that stuff. I mean, I've been doing this challenge for a month now, and we're getting close to the end of the month, and I have seen progress. I've mentioned that in my last vlog, and I will do a full dive into it in May. But I mean, my views are going up, so that's good, but it's still just not enough, and I'm just not making a whole lot of money right now, and I don't want to be dipping into my personal account for my art stuff. The goal is for this to pay for itself. I just had to slap down money on a new light for my studio, and then I just bought this, but it's a Mother's Day gift, so I can justify it. It is. It's a challenge, but I'm glad that you're here, and I want to do some more painting. I've got a ton more painting that I need to do. So let's get into it, and I have such a grateful heart in this moment. All right, thanks for being here. Let's get to work. Okay, I am about ready to head over to my daughter's school. I normally volunteer there a couple days out of the week, which is so great, and I love it so much. So we're gonna head over there, and then she's got book club after, and I think we're gonna go over to the thrift store and see what we can find for like Ren Fair stuff. I'll take you along with me and see what we can find. All right, let's go. Oh my gosh, these kids have so much energy. It is crazy how much energy these kids have. I'm gonna turn the heat crazy on because it is definitely warm in here. All right, I forgot. I have to go and do a return because I got a new cover for this camera. A different one. This one actually holds my filter in there. This one just wasn't the best, so I decided to get this one because with this one I can actually squeeze the sides and open it a lot easier. This one I feel like I had to force it, so I gotta go do a return real quick and then we'll go to the thrift store. All right, let's turn this baby around. Okay, now we are going to go off to the thrift store to see what we can find there, what treasures we can hopefully find. Oh my gosh, my radio. So we'll just head over there real quick and see what we can find. Okay, I did find a few things. So I found this, which it looks like a little jar. It was 99 cents. Let me open it. I'm pretty sure it's just a jar. But it was taped up, so I don't think I could have opened it. Oh, yep, just an empty little thing. Nice to paint on. Nice canvas. I found this little baggie for just miscellaneous stuff. It's gray and purple. And then I found this case, which I thought would be really good for traveling. It's got like the pockets for the Osmo. I just thought that would be a nice thing. That was $1.38. And then look what I found. It's not a corset, but this will be a good belt for my costume at the Ren Fair. Pretty good finds. Now, I think the last thing that I need to find is jewelry, and this was $2.99. Not too bad, but this will pull it all together, I think. But yeah, so that's pretty exciting. Pretty exciting stuff and things that I found. All right, guys, if I'm able to check in with you, I will, but if not, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Okay, I think I'm pretty much already packed. I'm going to be bringing my tablet with me on this trip, and I'm definitely bringing a book. And then I also am trying to decide if I want to bring some art supplies. My friends that are going on this are also like artsy people, so they might bring a few things. I might maybe bring my acorns because they're kind of portable, easy to pack, easy to paint for the most part if I feel the desire to paint. So I might bring a few of those to work on that while I'm on this trip, but I don't know for sure yet. Oh, okay. All right, guys. I think that is going to be it for today. I will bring you along tomorrow on this trip. I may have some painting time in the morning, and if I do, I'll show it, all that stuff. So, hey, thanks for hanging out with me today. I will see you guys tomorrow. All right, we're going on a trip. All right, see you later. Okay, I feel like I am in a giant rush to do all the things all at once and trying to finish packing for this trip. And my friend's gonna be here in about an hour to come and pick me up. And then we are on our way to Friday Harbor, and I am so looking forward to it. But I'm trying to decide what art stuff I should bring, and realistically, I don't know how much art time we're actually going to have, or I will have. So I feel like maybe it would be better just to bring only my tablet. But I also, maybe I will do, because I think I'll just do my mushrooms. Maybe I'll finish painting my mushrooms and bring a few acorns. I think because those are small and compact, don't require a lot of paint and supplies. So I think I might do that because I've got my bag here. Here, hold on, let me turn this around and I'll show you. Okay, I have my Little Mermaid backpack that is going to hold my tablet, my books, some filming stuff, just a few things this is pretty much my entertainment bag. So I will have a book in there. So some things for me to do when I'm alone in my room or before everybody else wakes up. But I do think that the best option will just to bring these and finish them up because it only requires white paint, right? White and maybe some red. So maybe I'll bring those and then a couple acorns. And then at least I'll have some painting maybe to do. Then I gotta bring my little things, my little stands so they can dry. Ugh. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it. Okay. And then we are ready to go. We are pretty much ready to go. And then I will film our trip over to Friday Harbor. Probably not going to see me a whole lot, but once we're all done, I'll come back and check in with you, or maybe each morning I'll come back and check in. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how everything turns out. It'll be fun. I'm super excited. I just had something happen. And I'm kind of stressed out about that situation, but I'll just have to deal with that later. Won't go into it too much here. But yeah, I'm ready for this trip. So let's go. my goodness, it is so beautiful this morning. I'm trying to be quiet because my friends are still sleeping, and of course I'm the only one awake right now. But it is 6:14, so I'm sure they'll be awake soon. Oh, so pretty. Let me show you how pretty it is out here. Hold on, let me turn this around. So pretty and so peaceful. Not sure what we're going to be up to today, but it doesn't matter. It's going to be fun to explore the island and check out everything. Maybe if we're lucky, we might be able to see some orcas. That would be so amazing. There was actually one. There was some orcas out in the water on the ferry, and of course I missed it. I was so sad. I've never seen one out in real life. Wow, it's so making my coffee. So right now I think I'm really gonna work on my tablet for a bit and see what I can do. Oh, there's an eagle that just landed up there. Oh my gosh. Right on top of the tree. If I turn around, you're not gonna be able to see it, but it's so amazing. Wow. Oh, now he's being attacked. So pretty. I'm so thankful that I get to do this. Alright guys, I will share my adventure around the island and I'll check in with you probably tomorrow morning. Alright, bye. amazing time we've had this weekend. It is Saturday or Sunday today, and we're going to be heading back home today. Yesterday we explored the island and it was so great. So great. I really, really enjoyed this experience. Being here in this house is really amazing too. I think this morning I am going to do some earning. I'm probably going to work on some of my acorns since it is 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't know who's going to be out here, but or maybe I'll draw on my tablet. It's messy, but probably my acorns because I need to do some work on it. Oh my goodness. What an amazing day. What an amazing weekend. I'm so thankful that I have the opportunity to do this and I'm here with these amazing women. Oh, so great. Okay, I'll check in with you guys. Probably on the way home. All right, see you later. What an amazing weekend. I am so blown away by the beauty of the place where I live. I am just so grateful that I got to see what I got to see. I saw not one, but two wild foxes. I know that's like a weird thing to celebrate, but one was red and one was black, and I've never seen foxes in the wild. I've seen them on TV and stuff like that, but I was just so blown away, and I got to see them pretty close. So that was pretty amazing. And I'm just so inspired, and I love spring in Washington State. That's my favorite time of year. Favorite. So thank you so much for being here. And if you're still here, leave a comment of a ferry boat so I know that you are the MVPs. I appreciate you so much for being here, and thank you so much for watching, and keep creating and growing, and I'll see you in the next one.